Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of coins and taking a close look at the 1996 1-cent coin. This little piece of copper-colored metal may not look like much at first glance, but behind it lies a long history, some incredible stories, and a surprising value that many people do not realize. So make sure you stick around until the end, because you might just have one of these coins in your pocket or collection that could be worth much more than a single cent. Let's begin with the history of the 1996 1-cent coin. The penny has always been one of the most iconic coins of the United States, first introduced in 1793. Over time, its design has changed, but the most famous and longest-running design is the Lincoln cent. Abraham Lincoln's portrait was first placed on the coin in 1909 to celebrate his 100th birthday. That design has remained ever since, with a few updates and refinements. On the reverse side, from 1959 to 2008, the coin displayed the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., a tribute to the president's legacy, now focusing on the year 1996. During this year, the United States Mint struck hundreds of millions of pennies across three major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint coins carry no mint mark, the Denver Mint coins carry a small D mark under the date, and the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins with an S mint mark intended for collectors. By this time, the composition of the penny had already changed from the traditional copper to a mostly zinc coin with a thin copper plating, a switch that was made in 1982 to reduce costs. This makes the 1996 cent a zinc-based coin, lighter than the older copper cents but still maintaining its familiar reddish-brown color. When we talk about value, most 1996 pennies you see in circulation are still worth face value, just 1 cent. But the story changes when we start looking at condition and rarity. A heavily circulated penny is common and holds no premium. However, coins in mint state, especially those graded very high like MS-67 or MS-68, can be worth a surprising amount. Collectors pay extra for coins with strong details, no scratches, and bright original luster. Some of these top-graded examples have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. Proof coins from San Francisco can also fetch higher values, particularly if they are still in their original government packaging or have been preserved in flawless condition. Another factor that adds to the value is errors. Error coins are mistakes made at the mint during the striking process. These include double dies, off-center strikes, and missing letters. A 1996 penny with a noticeable and dramatic error can sometimes be worth tens or even hundreds of dollars, depending on how unique the mistake is. Collectors love error coins because they tell the story of something unusual happening at the mint. Beyond individual collector value, let's take a moment to think about the big worth of this coin in circulation. The United States produced billions of 1-cent coins in the 1990s, and even today, pennies make up a massive portion of the coins in circulation. If you were to gather all the 1996 1-cent coins that were minted and multiply their total count, you would be looking at millions of dollars in face value still out there in circulation. Even though each one, on its own, is just a penny, together they represent an enormous sum of money moving through the economy, proving that even the smallest denomination plays a big role. So to sum it up, the 1996 1-cent coin is a common coin that millions of people handle every day without a second thought. Its design connects us to over a century of history honoring President Abraham Lincoln. Its composition tells the story of how the mint adapted to changing times and costs. And its collector value shows us that condition and rarity can turn an ordinary coin into something far more valuable. If you ever come across a 1996 penny, take a closer look at it. Check for errors, look at the details, and see if it might be one of those coins in exceptional condition. Who knows, you might have a treasure hiding in plain sight. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1996 1-cent coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more coin stories and values. Share this with your friends who love collecting or who just might have a lucky penny in their pocket. Until next time, keep collecting and keep discovering the hidden worth of everyday coins.